What is going on? We have an old-time favorite that is pumping like crazy. Look at this. And you know what? This one actually makes a lot of sense. This is tutorial on BNB. So tutorial, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who know, you should have known, right? If you didn't get in, you should have known, because I've been talking about this. I made it public when we did that 94x, and so if you look right here, it has right here, this is our tutorial. This goes back to the euphoria, that's crazy September that we had, or like every week there was like 1 or 2 or 3 like pumps that we were getting like this. It was absolutely insane. This is tutorial on BNB, and look what it's doing right now. Look what it's doing. And why, you ask? Well, okay. The overall why, like, things are green because there are other tokens in my community that are pumping. There's one AI token that I haven't made public yet. That are pumping. The things are pumping, and I don't know if this is all it took for things to go up across the board, at least a little bit, like a little bit of green, because we've been dealing with Robinhood season, right? Robinhood summer, or whatever you want to call it. But now, like, other things are pumping. And if it only took this, right? Because now the Clarity Act may not be voted on in August right now because the deadline was yesterday. But now they do have a specific date scheduled for the vote, which is in September. So did the market get some certainty? Is that what happened? I don't know, man. But this right here is crazy, man. This is so tutorial. Let's get into tutorial and why this one in particular is pumping. Tutorial token provides education about how to like list meme coins and so on. You know, that's what it's all about. So meme coins have been pumping, particularly with the Robinhood chain, and tutorial has some like tutorials, I guess, or something like that. Tutorial and BNB. So it coincides. This coincides with this. This is the monthly chart right here that is going up, coincides with what's going on with Robinhood and so on, man. It's crazy. But if you guys remember, see, this is the September right here, September, October, these crazy pumps that we had. If you've been following me for a while, if you're in my community, congrats, especially congrats if you got this and got back in and so on. Congrats if you got it because you've been a subscriber. Just because I've talked about it, right? It went down, we swing traded it using my wonderful swing trading software that's available when you log into this particular website right here. When you become a member, you get swing trading software. So when your token starts pumping and you want to sell, you can track your sell order, and then you can buy back in when it goes back down. And you can build the size of your tokens in your bag. Not only the dollars, but the tokens. So imagine doing a 94x. And then on top of that, you double the amount of tokens in your bag because you were swing trading it. That is that is insane, man. That is like, it makes me want to push this button right here. Unbelievable, right? Can you imagine a community that actually has software like that? Nobody does, right? Nobody. You let me know. And so tutorial, we got in like back here, right? We got him back, way back here. And look how it pumped. Holy guacamole. And I've been talking about it this whole time. Bottomed out and then stayed strong at a floor right down here. And then now look at this, man. Look at this. Look, holy crap. Oh man, I hope these days come back, because that September and October were absolutely insane. And then 1 week after we did this 94x, we did the 550x on MYX on BNB again.
And that's why Code Monkey Mike has the greatest crypto community on the planet.
So you get good calls continuously and lots of them, not like one a month or something like that, like some of these other groups. You get a lot of them. And then when we get into a rally, it's just like absolutely insane. The euphoria is out of this world. Right? So, holy crap, it feels good to actually see this thing pumping again. Holy guacamole, dude. Oh my God. It feels like, woo! Woo! What's going on? Do you think gaming season will come back with huge release? I've never been bullish on the gaming tokens, but you know, everything is going to pump when we get into a really big bull run. But I don't really like, I don't really play the gaming thing. It's been one of those things that it's just like difficult to predict. I'd rather get into all these other narratives rather than gaming. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, I mean, no matter, you know, as long as the token itself is really exposed and, you know, has good marketing and so on, and it's not just like, it's not like just sitting on the sidelines doing nothing. There are some, you know, you never know. Like I have a very, very good AI token in my community, and it's a company behind it. They have software, and they're doing a lot of stuff, but they're not really paying it. They're not really giving any focus on their token itself. And the token itself is like, it's hovering around like a 1 point something million market cap. But if they start marketing the token, then it'll pump like crazy. So it all depends. Unless, you know, unless influencers get behind it and start pumping that particular gaming token. It's just really, it's really dangerous. There has to be a really good reason why the gaming token will pump. Somebody pointed out in my community yesterday or the day before when we were talking about this particular AI token that Casper is the same way, right? The team, the core team that makes Casper is not really focusing on their token, right? Not marketing their token. And it was up to all the influencers. It was up to all the influencers that marketed Casper. So it's the same way. The team behind it is relying on the tech the same way this particular AI token in my community is the team. They're building software, and they got revenue coming in. They're a real company, but they're not marketing the token. So it might be a case of it might be up to the influencers that focus on that particular AI token or focus on that particular gaming token that we're talking about, right? So it's one of those things. And if the bulls are running, and then, you know, just people are coming in, new retailers coming in, they're looking for the hottest new token. If they see a lot of YouTubers and everybody else just talking about this one particular token, the shiny new coin, you know, they'll buy it. So why did coins disappear from the Ghost wallet? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. I'm going to look into that because I do have some coins on Ghost wallet. They disappear. I've never noticed that. I will write a note to self to check that out because I have no idea. I haven't heard about that. Anybody heard about that? Let me know. Drop another comment. What's going on? What's going on? Alpha Block AI. And what is that? What is that? Is that a chain? Is that a coin? Casper is the biggest enigma. We don't know. We don't know. Casper is a scam or a gem. Yeah. When it comes to the tech, you know, Casper is a gem. Casper is the most beautiful thing ever. It is absolutely the most beautiful thing. But you know, it needs more adoption. It needs adoption. It's getting some adoption. It's still like a baby in terms of like we're in the bear market. We can't expect too much of it. and everything like that. So when the, like I said, you know, when the bulls start to run, you know, like I would expect Casper to be skyrocketing. It says coins are not supported anymore on Ghost Wallet, but they just disappear? Is that what it is? That's crazy. Holy crap, that's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I'll look into it. I'll look into it. Holy crap, people are talking about crazy stuff right now. Now somebody says, what if disappeared from my MetaMax wallet on the update? Has to add it back with a few other... Oh, you just have to add it back because one of those things we added in. Yeah, I had to do that on one key. I had to add it in. So, okay, that's not too bad. The Ghost Wallet problem sounds a little bit more severe. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, that's that would be crazy if people are just losing their KRC20 tokens. Because everybody, you know, everybody who bought in, some people are just holding and they're just waiting around for the bull run. So maybe some of these KRC20s will come back. If people just lose them, that would be nuts. Yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I guess it's just, you know, one of those things where if you can't do anything about it, oh, you're lost. I don't know. In my opinion, what is the best meme on the Robinhood chain? Like without a doubt, unequivocally, I go for What If. What If is my favorite. Now, let me here we got tutorial. This beautiful gem. I mean, just let me show this one more time, man. It's like this is for the month. This is like ooh. Congratulations, people. Man, look at this. 638% for the month. And it's at a 65 million market cap right now. That means we're up roughly 65x from the bottom, more or less. It was like 1 point something million. Like 65x from the bottom, man. Holy crap, man.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
You know what? Let's play some background music if it plays. Oh well. It's low at my end, but I don't think it's low for you guys, but whatever. Memes. Now, my favorite play, second to What If, would be Cooper. Cooper is holding it pretty nicely right here. So I think that was my horizontal line. Here. Yeah, so this is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. If it doesn't, I mean, you can't go down too far. If it goes down to this level, that means it's dead. But I think it's doing good so far. You never know what's going to happen. I think that it's going to be. I think it's going to be something. Cooper is a real dog. It is the office dog of Robinhood. It's a real dog. And that is why it's my second favorite meme, besides What If. What If is a concept. It's a beautiful phrase. I can't believe that nobody ever thought of it before in a meme coin. What if this happens? You know, I say it all the time. Everybody does. What if such and such happens? So that's beautiful. My second favorite is Cooper, just because of what this is, what he is. It gives me that Toshi vibe, being the cat of Brian Armstrong, and we have the office dog in the Robinhood headquarters, right? So cool. There are others that I like. I haven't bought. I think Tendies is pretty good. I think that Tendies is it's a very funny and stupid like concept. It's I think that it'll get it a potential Robinhood app listing, you know, just like Fartcoin, and that'll be my number 3. I want to go through a few of them that I like. Hold on, one last gaze at this, right? This is tutorial on BNB. You guys know about it. You guys who are subscribed, you know I've been talking about it. This is not a secret one. Obviously, we got a lot of private gems in my community, and I don't talk about them until they get a good pump. But I've talked about this publicly. So you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Click that like button. Imagine that. So, wait, before I move on to these Robinhood tokens, hold up. So let's say, you know, I started talking about it back here and it went down. This is your opportunity to buy in the bear market. So roughly you could have bought in at an 8 million market cap. So up like roughly like, you're up like 9x right now almost. Yeah, man. Crazy. All right, so let's go to some Robinhood memes now. Tendies, let's see. Yeah, it does have centralized exchanges, which is a good thing. It means they're putting in the work. They're putting in the work, right? They're investing the funds and they're putting in the work. So they not only have content, but they're putting in the effort in terms of like dollar values, right? And getting the coin out there. So I give that my nod of approval, but I have a little bit of concern of like what's going to happen now. If you notice this pattern right here, I don't know. Oops. Like if it's going to climb slowly up like that, usually it means it's going to like suddenly go down like out of nowhere. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If it does, then I would expect, if it does, like I would expect it to be like going down to this line. In which case, I would probably buy in if it goes down to, let's say, it goes down to 10 million or so. I doubt it's going to like go down in rug and stuff like that. I totally doubt that. It could happen, right? But I doubt it. But if it goes down to 9 million, I would buy me some. Essentially, it would go down to here, this support level. We hit it 3 times, right? It hit it 3 times, more or less. Or if you count this as the first, that's 4 times. But yeah, so that's number 3. So we got What If, we got Cooper, we got Tendies in that order. What's going on? Welcome, 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 welcome. And the others that I was looking at, yeah. Now somebody mentioned, what was it, Pooley? Somebody mentioned that in my stream a couple days ago. Was it Pools? I forgot what it was at this point. Yeah, it's Pools, right? And then somebody in my Discord said, just like an hour ago, I was talking about the Uniswap token on Robinhood, and I thought it was referring to this because this thing says Uniswap mascot, Swappy. But if Pools is a launch pad on the Robinhood chain that's managed by Uniswap or something like that. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know the setup, but nonetheless, I think this is probably another good play. And you can see here now it's created a new floor. You know, it could be a good one. I mean, we'll see what happens. I think that this Swappy looks pretty good because it's so new. And it's doing this climb upward. Like this. It hasn't really had like a good pump. It's just slowly going upward from the very start. Which means that, you know, people are just buying in. It's people are looking at it, thinking this is a good play. They're getting in, it's building momentum, and maybe there's going to be like, there might be a pump. And actually, there's no real way to really measure this right now. Right? There's no, and you know, the only thing you can do at this point, because it's so new, is to say if it goes down to here, it's probably dead. or not even. Like, I think right here. Right, if it goes down, like, this would probably down. And I doubt that's going to happen at this point, unless somebody, a dev or somebody who, you know, who got in really early, just like rugs or something. But the momentum is building up. You know, if you get in right now, you know, there could be a nice pump like this, but you know, there could not be, right? Maybe, you know, maybe you get in and then it just starts going down, and then it's, oh, you missed out. But you know, I mean, you're like, you messed up. But if you don't get in now, and if it does pump, you know, you missed out. So, but I think this is pretty cool. Let's open it up. It's on my radar. It's on my radar. The most recognizable unicorn in DeFi. I don't know whether what's the relation. Let's go to the website. I mean, all I was doing was looking at the chart, so I wasn't really looking at exactly what it's all about. Inspire the legendary unicorn swapping is the most. I mean, I doubt this is related to Uniswap, right? Like people who actually the core team of Uniswap. I doubt that. Which means it's just like some random project somebody made, like as if somebody made like a math fairy coin or something. I'm not really sure. You know, that's the only concern I have. It might, if it's based on like nothingness, then it you know, is not good. It might just be riding the momentum of the Uniswap name. Community-driven movement on the culture of ramen inspired by the spirit. Yeah, it's just a community coin. Yeah, it's just a total meme coin. There's nothing, no connection. And from that regard, I guess the only thing you can do is just look at the chart. And the chart itself is build momentum. People are finding out about it and they're buying into it. That's the only thing. Looks like some people are taking profits along the way. And another person buys into it, and they're probably like a pretty good chunk, right? Sends it up, and then some people take profits. Unless it's no, it looks fine. You know, I was thinking that like sometimes you see this stepping stone pattern where it's like the insiders are manipulating, but it's not necessarily stepping stone. It's sort of like just going up and coming down, sort of like continuous small bull flags, right? Goes up and starts trickling down, and goes up, starts trickling, goes up, goes down. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's okay. Somebody asked me about lobster. Is there another lobster? Is it on? They were doing a lot of lobsters like 6 months ago or so. Lobster, just because of the open claw AI tool, and they were like continuous lobsters coming out. Are you talking? Well, there's nothing here about a lobster on Robinhood. Are you referring to like a Robinhood chain, or you're talking about? Are you talking about like the lobster that came out like 6 months ago? Let me know. Should be, yeah. You're saying Chinese coin, so it's probably this one. Yeah, like this one. So my insider alert for those of you guys who don't know about my community, I have these advanced bots that do a whole bunch of stuff for us, and one of the things they do is they find like good plays. You can see all these coins that are called by the insider alert. These are some other bots right here, the DJ monitor and so on, Dex alert. But yeah, there is this particular token was called by it, like I guess way back, like when it first came out. I never played it. We chatted about it. I listed it as something that I would possibly play, but I don't know. Didn't float my boat. Doing good though. I mean, it's doing good. Yeah, it's going up. Yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah, it's going up. It's doing good. I don't know. I wouldn't typically play something that's in like another language. Um, it's basically because English is this default around the world. Typically, if somebody's in crypto or even software or anything like that, people they learn English. It's like if it's too centric around a specific language, it's like it's for that country, which would be because China has a gigantic population, right? But I don't know. Things don't cross over. There's just like that thing. What's that? That hippo. There's like a hippo. Is it Moo? No, I'm drawing a blank right now. What the hell is that? Jesus Christ, crazy popular meme. What the hell was that hippo? It's like a really popular hippopotamus that was listed on Robinhood. I don't know. I can just drawing a blank right now. Yeah, the point I was trying to make like that hippopotamus was like famous in Asia or something like that. Like, how do you judge this? So first thing, this is not a profile, which kind of makes me like raise an eyebrow when they're linking their Twitter. Moodang, yeah. Oh man, this happens, man. We got too many coins floating through your head, man. Moodang, yeah, Moodang was that was like an Asian coin, and like a lot of people are like why do I want to get involved with a hippo? But it was pumping like crazy, and then we realized why. So, and then you have to like disregard what it is, and you have to look at the charts, you have to look at the team, you have to look at the centralized exchanges they're getting, how much effort are they putting in, and you just flow with it, whatever the meme is called. Yeah, but this is sometimes a red flag. Like, why are they linking to a Twitter community rather than a profile? Like the software in my community, it has all these algorithms for how to identify coins. And the coin has been around for a while. It should have its own Twitter profile, right? Because we had this thing where the coin, our software, our bots were detecting some good things about the Uranus token, but Uranus, it was new. When it was new, it only had a Twitter community. It didn't have a Twitter profile. So if it's new, yeah, they're just building things up. So you gotta cut them some slack. But I don't know. I mean, it's probably good. I mean, they got a lot of effort. I mean, when you see centralized exchanges and they're shelling out that money, no pun intended, because we're talking about a lobster, but when they're shelling out that money, they're putting in the effort. I wouldn't buy it. I mean, like, I don't really care about it. What if your price target so is it too late to get in? Hey, look, I got a fellow monkey. He's a rabbit monkey. I'm a code monkey. I got a fellow monkey. Welcome. Rabbit monkey. Yeah, I mean, right now, where I thought I had it open. I guess not. What if? Here we go. Right now. Oh, it went back down. This is at a good deal right now. Yeah, it was like, so earlier this morning, I guess it was going down to here. And my Discord, they're asking me if it's a good time to get in. Would I get in? But I wasn't at my computer or looking at my phone or anything. It was I had to go out. I'll talk about that in a second, but crazy this. Yeah, I mean, this thing right here, I mean, it could have another wave up. The next big push could take it up. It could take it up to about 100 million. So 38 million, the next big push could take it up to 100 million. Oops. Now, if you look at where it went from here to here, you see down here, I don't know. When I look at it from here, yeah, it actually broke below. So if you measure like this, from all the way down at the bottom over here, I don't know if it did. So this is a 786 right here. It dropped all the way down through here. That was a perfect buy right here, like 6 million. So if it gets down here and gets close, that's still a good buy. I think it's a good buy. Of course, then you could buy it and then it could go down a little bit further, and then it's like, you blame me, so that's the reason why. Punch you guys in the goddamn balls. No freaking financial advice in this channel, ever. No financial advice. Ever. Are you out of your mind? No financial advice. But yeah, I guess the overarching answer to that question is, yeah, this is probably, what if is an insanely community-driven coin, and I see a lot of potential behind it. I think it could go to 100 million without getting listed on the Robinhood app. If it does, get listed on the Robinhood app, then it could go into the billions. If it gets to that point. Some of these centralized exchanges, they like community-driven coins, and they'll list them just because of that. And it goes back to the whole thing with Nero and Binance back in late 2024. There was an original Nero on ETH, and then there was another Nero, apparently, that was pumping higher than the original Nero. And Binance listed the original one. And, a lot of people are saying, but they listed the wrong Nero. And there was a blog article on the Binance website talking about how they were looking for community-driven coins. And, there were insiders and this other one that pumped really hard. And then now Nero, the real Nero, if you look at Nero today, the real Nero took back its place as the official Nero because of that situation, right? So it's community-driven coin. Although that's the opposite with Binance, because Binance gives the argument about Nero, that's a community-driven coin, but it's a meme coin. They don't apply the same logic to Casper, because if they did, Casper would be listed on Binance by now. So it's kind of strange, a catch-22. But nonetheless, in general, it's got a major selling point to get listed on centralized exchanges, because it's so community-driven. So we'll see. Also, we shall see. We shall see, especially Robinhood. Now, in the order priority, obviously CashCat has been listed on the Robinhood app already. So my favorite coins that I've just been listing, I started with What If. Second to that is Cooper. Third to that is Tendies, even though I don't have any. I mean, if there's a fourth one, I might go through. You know what? Here's another one. YOLO. This is pretty good, because look what it's doing right here. It went up, it pumped hard over here, and then it's really maintaining this level right down here, man. It's like, look at that. If this one goes down a little bit further, I'm going to buy into this. If it goes back down to the support level. So this will be like my number 4. I don't know about the Swappy, the Uniswap mascot. I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe. But I think this would be my number 4. Maybe swapping would be like my number 5. Yeah, I have to think. I'm not looking at the short term. Like what's going to pump in the next 2 weeks, you know, what's going to pump and then die, and I'm going to get out before it dies. You know, that's the DGen mindset. I don't really trade like that. I'm looking at things that will get listed on all these centralized exchanges, become mainstream. When retail starts coming back in, when the bull run starts up again, and everybody's coming back in, I wanna get into all these tokens that those people are going to be looking at. You know, retail is going to be looking at all these tokens that I've just listed, and they're going to be buying in. I'm going to be like, holy crap, I was so freaking early. Like this particular token is like 700 million, and I got in at like 1.8 million. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the ones that are going to pump, you know, in 2 weeks and then die. So I mean that's my whole thing. And we got a lot of upside. Definitely have a lot of upside. And yeah, this is a good one. Thoughts on Pepe on Robinhood? Yeah, I know somebody asked me about that. What was it, yesterday? The thing is, I don't like copies. It goes into that whole thing with the whole pump for 2 weeks thing. I mean, maybe it won't. I don't know. You know, these copies, you know, they stick around sometimes. But this is Pepe, the Chosen Frog. Is this it? Or is this a copy of a copy? Because it only has a telegram here. And this is just like 2 days ago. There's a lot of pairs. This is the same token address, so maybe it is. Maybe it's just a different pair I gotta look at. Or no. Okay. Yeah, all this. Well, what is the same token? Same token. Double the market cap. Yeah, it's strange. I don't know. Just looking it up looks shady. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't get it. I get confused just looking for it. If this is what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, anybody comes here thinking they're getting financial advice, they get punched in the goddamn balls, man. Exactly. I always remember that. And I was a kid, I used to watch this over and over again, man. So I remember that. When I was thinking of things to put on my stream deck, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put that on. You know, back in the day, there were less things to watch. So you watch things like over and over again just because you have like a videotape or a CD or whatever it is, and you just watch it back, you know, way back then. And you tend to like watch it over and over again, and you just remember everything about the movie. You know, like Terminator 2. You know, like you're a kid just watching, you just put it on the TV. Right? There was no YouTube, there's no streaming, there was nothing where you can just on demand select anything. Then it's like you can watch so many different things. So you don't retain some of those specific favorite movies that you liked. Different world, anybody growing up right now. It's a clone of a clone of a clone. Yeah, right? I mean, yeah, just looking for it. I just you have Lionheart and V8. You know, I have I have like a whole like boxes of video cassette tapes like in my garage up in New York, and I'm assuming that I'm assuming that you can't play them anymore. I don't know. If I fire up a VCR and put them in, because it's been so many years that I think they lose their quality, and then they might just become brittle or something, and just, I don't know, a break. I don't know. Maybe I should try it. Maybe I should try it. But I do have CDs. I was like one of those early adopters of downloading things. I remember I started, I was downloading things and watching this, like back when people were still buying CDs. I was like, why the hell would you do that? Just download it. Because I remember there was an issue where I was watching, I was visiting my father in Queens one time, and what happened was he had the Sci-Fi Channel, and they premiered episode 1 of Stargate Atlantis, and I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. And I was like, I wanted to watch it. And then my cable TV package, well, I lived in the Bronx, didn't have the Sci-Fi Channel. You had to pay, like, you know, like even the smaller package, the middle package, and then, or the upper, there was like the upper tier package that, the upper tier package was the only package in the cable package where you had to pay for it to get the Sci-Fi Channel. You know, I forgot the amount. Obviously, even if I remember the amount, I have to adjust it for inflation too, right? But it was like this insane amount of money for one freaking TV show. So I went online. I was like, screw this. I found a place using BitTorrent, and I started downloading it. And from there, I was like, why the hell am I paying for any TV at all? Just download it. Yeah. Man, that was before streaming. There were no streaming services. Netflix was still like CD via mail. There was no streaming. There was no YouTube, right? It was like, just download the goddamn thing. Yeah, copy of a copy of a copy. You know, there was a Keke. You know what? There was a Keke. It did pretty good. KRC. Let's flip over the Casper for a second. I know we're talking about the Ghost Wallet originally, but there was a Keke that survived for a long time. Look at it, still here. Look at that. Keke, a copy of Pepe on the Casper network, or KRC20. It has a market cap that's comparable to all the others. It actually has a market cap that's higher than gold. It's like,
Bruh.
So this is a clear example of a copy that's a winner, right? Obviously, the KRC20s in general are not necessarily winners right now, but in the KRC20 universe, like, Keke is higher than gold. It's higher than Crex. It's higher than Croak, which is my favorite. Nuts how so sometimes copies work out, right? I remember it having a very large market cap when the KRC20s were pumping like hell, and, you know, they would go, you know, it was really like KRC20 season when they first came out. Keke had a great market cap, and look at that. It's almost as high as Casper the Ghost. Nuts, right? Yeah, insane. Wrong bet. The whole bet's on Attila. Wrong bet. Yeah, I remember that. Hell yeah. Yeah. People collect them, really? Yeah, I see. No, like, I knew about Napster. I'm talking about downloading the movie. No, yeah, downloaded TV shows. I knew about Napster, but no, there's if you're familiar with BitTorrent software, it's just you can get a BitTorrent client today. Like BitTorrent is just BitTorrent. It's a protocol. Napster was particularly for downloading and sharing music. But BitTorrent protocol, I love the protocol. It's distributed the way like a blockchain is. It's distributed so the people have the file, they seed it on their computers, and anybody who is geographically closer to you will send bits of information, bits of I guess bits and sound like bytes, data of the file. So there could be 10 different people all around you. Yeah, uTorrent is one of the clients. I forgot the client. I haven't used it in a while. I forgot the client I use. So everybody geographically closer to you is sending you information, sending you the download or the information, chunks of the actual TV show that you're downloading. So it becomes super fast. It's geographically closer to you. And I love that concept because there's another concept, the interplanetary file system, IPFS is another concept which it replaces HTTP. So like in one of these, in the future, if somebody's on the moon or on Mars or something like that, sending the request out to a server back on Earth, it takes a very long time, especially if you're on Mars, minutes, because it travels the speed of light. But if you're browsing web pages and you're sharing with people who are already on your planet, like on Mars, your next habitat over, or whatever it is, your web page loads super fast. And even not only at a planetary perspective, it happens super fast just on planet Earth, because sometimes there might be a web server that's only in Houston, Texas, for example, and somebody in England is going to a website, and you have the there has to be a series of network hops between all these servers to get out to that server in Houston and request it and send it all the way back. But if the person in England is just browsing the site and they're just requesting the data from people in their hometown, that thing is like blazing fast, right? You'll notice if you're a software engineer, if you're running the website locally and everything is local, it's like just boom in your local environment, a local host, and in the address bar, it's just like blazing fast. It's almost like the same thing. Yeah, I love technology, and we'll see how that comes along though. But yeah, back then there was a website. It no longer exists right now. It was just called tvtorrents.com. It was community driven, and it was well organized. They had moderators and so on, TV torrents, and you can choose whatever show you wanted. It was like any single goddamn show at all. You could just get the torrent file, and everybody's seeding those files. And the more you seed, the more credits or whatever, you become prominent in the community. And then it was like, I don't know, this doesn't exist anymore. But yeah. Know what you're talking about? Yeah, you could also download movies on your PC with Napster. Yeah. I'm not sure what Bear Share is. I don't know. If that's something from back in the day and I just don't remember it, maybe I don't know. I do remember Napster. The thing with Napster is like there was a big thing because back in the 90s when Napster was around, I guess it was the late 90s or maybe 99 or something, 2000, the internet, the bandwidths were like really slow. And like even a lot of people on dial-up, it would take a long time just to download a music file. And that file sharing stuff made it like really, really easy and fast. It sounds silly nowadays that it takes a long time to download a music file, but back on dial-up, man, it was crazy. It's a Napster knockoff, yeah. But hey, let's get back into crypto. We're talking too much about all this stuff. Yeah, so I think Swappy is good. Oh yeah, look at this. So you guys didn't see. This is our what if yacht we're gonna get. Look at that. I did have I probably posted too much at this point. You guys follow me on X. I got an X feed. Follow me anywhere for that matter. I'm on X, Instagram, Rumble, BitChute, Facebook, like everything, almost everything. Here it goes. Look at that. Got me a Casper yacht and a What If yacht. Hell yeah.
Perfect.
So, yeah, these are some good ones. Anybody got any others? I mean, somebody gave me the Pepe. If you want to take a look at any others. You know, the Pepe thing is like a copy of a copy of a copy, right? So it's right here. The #1 token is boosted. Let me click on this pair. Maybe it's something better about this particular. Oh, it's the same one. Just has a Telegram. There's no links to any Twitter profile, website. I mean, it's all right. Doesn't look like a scam. I don't know. Ponzi is a cat. I don't think I've seen this one. 72K being boosted. Let's take a look at Ponzi. It's just a few hours old. He's got 3 4-hour candles. So it was launched at 8 p.m. last night. Or no, this is 8 a.m. today. Yeah, this is like 9 hours ago or something like that. Ponzi, let's take a look. Ponzi, it sounds stupid. Ponzi. I don't know. I think just the name, it sounds really stupid. So, I mean, it's not like Tenzi sounds stupid. It's in a funny way. It sounds like kind of dumb, Ponzi. It begins with a single believer. I don't know. I don't know. Let's say. Oh, it's not doing anything. I'm clicking on it. Nothing's happening. Yeah, I would just say like, sorry. I don't know. Yeah, 58K, right? I've been on farming per cat on Robinhood. Yeah, launched last night. I've been I've been farming per cat. Oh, okay. I think I saw that. Okay. Uh, the 15-minute. Yeah. Per cat. Yeah, content's okay. But I mean, yeah, content's okay. What do I do? What is wrong with it? Makes me think of like a Hello Kitty type of design or something. Because here they say stickers. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't see much wrong with it. I don't know if I play it. Seems too normal to me. But then again, you know, it's new, and I mean, can this go to like a 5 million market cap? Yeah, maybe. You know, maybe it could. Maybe it can go. Even if it only goes to 2 million, you still make money off of it. I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah, you want to play it, play it. Not financial advice. Just remember.
Are you out of your mind?
Never financial advice. But yeah, to each his own. Maybe you'll make some money off of it. You may have been able to make a couple hundred off it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it at all. Yeah, it's hard to say. There could be some that seem like they're okay, but then they just disappear in the dev's rug, and there could be others that seem like they're okay, and then they're in it for the long haul, and then before you know it, it's like a 200 million market cap. It's hard to say which ones are going to be like that. You know, sometimes it works out. Like I gave that example. I always give the example. If you have $10,000, you put it in 10 different good coins. You know, if 5 of them, if you lose money on 5 of them, but the other 5 give you like many multipliers, and it's like doesn't matter if you lost out on 5 of them. I just experienced that on Eliza OS. Eliza OS was a phenomenal play. Just like a few days ago, and insane amounts of centralized exchanges. Let's check this. Unbelievable. We did a 27x on its original token, AI16Z, in 2024. It migrated, and then now there was a huge lawsuit, and they're shutting down. Look, it's still. Look at this. What a goddamn shame. Look at these amazing centralized exchanges, and this thing is shutting down. What a shame. Hold on. But yeah, sometimes it happens. It happens. Now there could be others. They're going to go 10x, 50x, 100x, even 1,000x, and they'll make up for it. If per cat can go to like 100 million market cap, you know, it's a lot of money. That'd be insane. Or even 50 million is an insane amount of money from where it is right now. Oh yeah, around I mean, yeah, it does. Yeah, it did make me think of Manaki. True, yeah, true. Buttcoin. Yeah, I have a Buttcoin that I held, and then another one came out. This is the newer one. Yeah. I have a Buttcoin I never sold. I was waiting for the cycle top that never happened. Say the problem with this has a narrative behind it. The original Buttcoin is called the next Bitcoin, and the name is the next Bitcoin, and the ticker is Buttcoin. Oh wow, it still has centralized exchanges. It has a whole narrative behind it, because there was somebody in like what year, like 2013 or something like that, who made a joke, like a YouTube video from back in the day, that like something like, I bet you Buttcoin is going to be the next Bitcoin. It was like this whole thing, and then somebody just like in 2025 created the next Bitcoin with the ticker symbol Buttcoin. But now there's another one. I thought just because, you know, I had a backstory, it would do good, but there was never an alt season in 2025, so What could you do? This one came out this year. So the previous butt coin came out in 2025. This butt coin came out this year, and so in terms of centralized exchanges, it's almost the same thing. It has 3, or the other one has 2. Let me see if this older one is still active. Man, my nose is the allergies, man. Oh, okay. This is Twitter suspended. Is the website even functioning? Doesn't look like it so far. Unless it's still verifying. Yes, I'm a human, goddammit. Who the hell cares if you're a bot or a human? Alright, it's not even loaded. Alright, so yeah, the original Bitcoin is dead. And this one has 3 centralized exchanges. I mean, 11 million market cap. Oh, is this trying to do the same thing? Like it's trying to say that this established in 2011. Are they trying to say that it's based off of that original video? I don't know. But the whole thing is all different. The graphics and everything is different from what I remember from the other one. Yeah, you see the Bitcoin, it was an interesting logo because the Bitcoin logo of the other one had like Bitcoin with the B on the bottom as if the curved part of the B was like the butt. Like that was this is like kind of lame, like a lame imitation, but I guess the good one is that, oh yeah, you see right here, it's the B. Bitcoin is like it's you know, I guess laid over, and the B is the butt. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it could pump. 11 million market cap when the bulls start running. The chart looks okay. The all-time chart looks okay. It's like it hasn't really lost that much, man. I guess the biggest pump was back in February, a month after it launched, and then the chart over the last 6 months is fine. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this at all. Yeah. If army in the house. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, what if community is strong AF? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we were talking if you just joined, yeah, we were talking about what if quite a bit before. Yeah. Yeah. Um yeah, but this is actually looking pretty good. It kind of makes me want to buy it. I don't see anything wrong with this at all. It's kind of sad, yeah, because I had invested in this one, but if they just dropped off the radar, but they've got 2 centralized exchanges, so I don't know. I don't know. There's let me go to deck screener and see what's yeah here. Yeah, I see there's a logo. Right? That's kind of funny. The next Bitcoin. Yeah, it's just total rug, unfortunately. I don't know. Holders, 14,000 holders. 14,000 holders. Wow. Crazy. What about over here? Any other links over here? There's a Telegram. This is the same one. Do they? Nah, I think it's the same thing. Oh, well, it is what it is. There was another one too. What about the other one that was pumping like hell late last year? It was called Titcoin. You guys remember that? That was like towards the end of the year, Titcoin. And it's the same thing. That instead of the B is moved over, and it's supposed to be the tits rather than the butt. Now, are they active? They're on Poloniex only, so it's even worse than Buttcoin. It's probably suspended. Oh man, it's still active. Look at this. Holy crap. Oh no, it's not active because the last post was in December. All right, so they that is some awesome content. Yeah, all right, but is the website still? Did I click on the wrong one, or are they linking to? No, the website is linking to the. We wonder if they're going to make a comeback. Linktree. Nah, it's nothing. Yeah, it's probably dead. What does the chart look like? Yeah, it's dead. Total broke, yeah. What is it? 100, 130? Yeah, it's dead. Oh, well. It'd be interesting if some of these meme coins are like totally dead, if the devs just went dormant for the bear market, and if some of them just come back and start promoting the same coin all over again. That'll be interesting to see which. Maybe it'll happen, but it depends on, you know, which one is it going to happen to. Hard to say. Anyways, guys, I started off this stream by talking about the glorious pump that we're having on tutorial and BNB. That we did a 94x. Holy crap, look at that. We did a 94x way back here, man. And then now it's pumping again. Absolutely insane. We bought it like way back here and it pumped over here. 94x. Yeah. And then it's pumping again. And look, it's still pumping. Look at that. It went up some more. It went up some more since I've been talking about this. It was 65 million and it's still going up. I told you guys, for those of you who have been subscribed to me for a while, right? Me and my community get some like amazing plays, and we swing trade the hell out of our tokens with the software that's available only in my community. See this right here? You can actually log into this particular website, right? We use the WAP authentication, and we got tools inside of this website, so it's not only the Discord. And we have like awesome bots. Like this is the insider alert. Totally awesome bot that actually called this token. And we did a 94x.
And that's why Code Monkey Mike has the greatest crypto community on the planet.
So all you gotta do is click that link in the description below, and you get all the tools, all the software, and countless good plays. Because whenever we're in a freaking rally, man, oh my God, we build up. When we're not in a rally, we're building up, and we're waiting, and we're stacking. And then when we're around like September and October of last year was freaking insane. That 94x on tutorial, it was like 1 or 2 or 3 tokens were pumping to the moon like every single goddamn week. And then a week later after tutorial, it was a 550x on MYX, man. It was like, oh my God, we were like going crazy. Like this. I'm hoping yeah. That was us. That was us, man. I'm hoping it gets to that point again. I was just reminiscing about the euphoria, man. Just seeing tutorial pump like this again. This seeing it like this again is insane. I was like, oh my God. And you guys, anybody who's subscribed and watching me, I mean, yeah, if you didn't get in, man, I don't know what you're doing. If you did get in and you didn't join the community, the least you can do is click that like button, because other people want to know about these awesome plays too, if you did get in. Because right now, you're up like you're up like what is it, like a, oh, you're up at 10x. Because if you were buying in at the bottom, right? Yeah, man. Or at least a 9x right now at this point. Yeah, it's crazy. Unbelievable. So click the link in the description below for the greatest community ever. We have 2 tiers. The premium membership is an upgrade from the regular VIP. And if you're a noob, it's helpful to join too, because we got a getting started course. And if you're a premium member, you have an additional course. So the community is also noob friendly. I get this. People often tell me that, you know, my community is for advanced traders and advanced people and so on. I mean, it is. But if you're a noob, you can become advanced too. And you make tons of money. So click that link in the description. Cash Cat is moving? All right, let me take a look. Cash Cat is moving. Cash Cat had a huge pump and then a dump within like a couple hours after it got that Robinhood listing. The hell, hold on. There we go. Cash Cat. Yeah, it is moving. Look at that, yeah. I'm actually surprised with the Robinhood listing that it didn't take out its all-time high, because its all-time high, let's go to daily, make it easier. Its all-time high is 227 million. And then the high of this wick right here, when it got listed, is 212. So just a hairline away, but I'm surprised it didn't go beyond it. But I don't know, we'll see. We shall see what happens. We shall see. Anyone buying Dog and Me in this bear cycle? How low it's having? Yes, I bought some Dog and Me probably like a month ago. Let's take a look at how it's doing. I got some dog. I got that dog in me, right? I got that dog with me. It's like the first dog on the base chain to be listed on Coinbase. It makes sense too. It's about self-confidence. It's still got centralized exchanges, and it's got a nice collection of them too. Yeah. How is it for the yearly? Yeah, yearly is going all the way down, right? But yeah, I know. I bought some more about a month ago. Yeah, I think some of these are gonna fly. It's hard to know which ones. I mean, if Dog and Me is on Coinbase and the bulls start running and we get this phenomenal bull run, I wouldn't put it past us that if Dog and Me could actually go to like close to $1 billion, or maybe like a 400 million market market cap. Imagine that's 100x. Like I wouldn't like put it past some of these coins, but at the same time they could just crap out, just do nothing. Like I just said, we just missed out on ELIZA-OX. It would be like 1,000x to get ELIZA-OX to its previous AI16Z all-time high. We got 1,000x. And I was like, why not? Why wouldn't it do that? Well, the reason why is because the founder got involved in a huge lawsuit and everything collapsed. So it happens. But yeah, we just figure, what was the all-time high? See, look at that. All-time high of Dog and Me is 107 million. I mean, isn't it reasonable to get to 400 million in a really big bull run? I mean, isn't it reasonable? I don't know. I think so. You know, and that means it's 100x from here. That means it's actually 100x, man. That's nuts. Like 100x from here. Craziness. Yeah, man. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What if Dog and Me can survive to the next bull run and make it to like an 800 million market cap, and we get a 200x? What if the IF coin, the IF token, can survive to the next bull run and it gets listed on the Robinhood app and makes it to $1 billion market cap, or for that matter, makes it to like 5 billion, man. I mean, yeah, we're talking about another 500x if it makes it to 5 billion, right? Craziness, craziness, man. Good times ahead. Good times ahead. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go about my day. It's nice. It's burning hot over here down at the Gulf Coast. Nice emerald coast, like greenish emerald beaches and white sand. You guys should try it out. Let me know if you're in town. I'm going to catch you guys later.
Code Monkey, Code Monkey.